to think about the things we really need. So I'm offering a rare present, wrapped up in a package that you can give from someone else. This package I will bring to give as my gift to you. We must not pretend without giving up ourselves, you know, it's just not a gift. So how can you expect to get from someone else unless you give? That's the sign of a selfish man. So I'm offering my heart and soul, and every single part I have to give of myself. My love is what I bring to give as my gift to you. Woman, yeah. My gift is Christmas. So I'm offering a rare present, not to be a package that you can give. You can get from someone else. My love is what I bring to give. My gift to you. My gift to you. My gift to the love. My gift to you. I'm offering my heart, so wrapped in the arms of a hug and kiss. On Christmas Eve, when I bring a gift, that is what I bring you. I'm offering my heart and soul, wrapped in the arms of a hug and jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
turning now to the deepening mystery of those drone sightings in the Northeast. There is growing frustration over the lack of answers, and Ariel Reshef was here with the latest. And this has just been such a bizarre story. Ariel, good morning.
Bizarre and unsettling. Rebecca, good morning to you. After weeks of those sightings, lawmakers in New Jersey expressing concern and frankly anger, demanding action. They want to know where these drones are coming from and how they're continuing to fly over sensitive areas, some even suggesting the drones should be shot down.
There's one.
This morning, mounting fears with hundreds of mysterious drone sightings over New Jersey and Pennsylvania, night after night, for weeks.
They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow.
Officials in New Jersey now demanding action from federal authorities, meeting with Homeland Security Wednesday.
It scares the bejesus out of me. You have to tell me, in this day and age, 2024, that somebody can be flying drones over northern New Jersey and we have no clue who it is, where they're coming from, or where they're landing? That's unacceptable.
A New Jersey legislator also in that meeting, posting on X that the drones appear much larger than typical hobby drones, in some cases up to 6 feet. They often fly with their lights off, making them harder to detect. Between 4 to 180 sightings per day, most often between 6 and 11 p.m. The unidentified aircraft spotted in the skies above military installations, neighborhoods, and even President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster Golf Club.
This is the 12th drone that has come by.
The FBI investigating, but still few answers.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy.
The Pentagon Wednesday striking down claims that Iran is behind those drones.
Our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
And some lawmakers in New Jersey are echoing the frustration, calling for a limited state of emergency. They want all drones in that area in the state's airspace banned until the public has some answers here. And as for the calls for the drones to be shot down, the FAA says only law enforcement can take that action against an aircraft. And with drones flying over these populated areas, that can be extremely dangerous to the public, guys. So it's really confounding.
Boy, it really is exactly what I was thinking.
Well,
How many hours do you work out to look like that?
I don't work out.
Yeah, so how often do you meet with a dietitian?
Never. I don't go to the doctor.
God, these ads you can't skip. I'm supposed to sit here and watch a 3.5-minute fucking ad so I can watch this stupid fucking video. I'm not going to do that, you fucking retards. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go over here and find another one. Don't you realize that? Are you stupid? God, get me in a room. I shouldn't be here. I should be in a room in a suit somewhere. Somebody got to explain this to these fucking retards. What is that? Nobody is going to sit through a 3.5-minute fucking ad to see a fucking ABC News fucking... I don't care about fucking ad block. I'm talking business here. I'm talking common sense here. If you're running a business and you're putting ads out, nobody's watching that. Nobody's doing it. They're clicking off. They're going off to another video. They're not sitting through it. Are you going to sit through a 3.5-minute ad to watch an ABC fucking news report that's probably full of lies anyway? No, you're not. You're going to go, fuck this. I'll go find another video about it. There's probably way better videos about it. There's endless videos about it. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Why would I need to sit through a 3.5-minute ad? Be retarded? Who greenlights this shit? It's old people. They don't even use the fucking internet. They're like, well, it's put 3.5-minute ad there. Ads should be short. And if it's going to be long, first of all, 3.5 minutes is insane. That's insane. That's like a fucking infomercial or something. Get out of your mind. Two guys sitting in a car yapping at each other. I think it's the same guy. Yapping at himself. Not paying for no YouTube fucking premium. Are you high? Nobody's doing that either. Why would I pay for something that's been free the whole time anyway? The moment I gotta pay to use YouTube, I'm out. I'll go to another site and watch videos. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not paying for fucking YouTube. That's retarded. I don't mind ads. but it shouldn't be a 3.5-minute unskippable ad. No one's gonna sit through that. Do what you want, put it on there. I don't give a fuck, but nobody's gonna actually sit through that. Nobody on this fucking planet is. Everyone's clicking off that, going, there's endless videos about this. I don't have to sit through that. I don't have to. So why would I? This isn't like back in the day where you watch TV and the ads play and there's really nothing. You just have to. I mean, you can change channels, I guess. People used to change channels. I mean, yeah. Ads should be short and sweet. I mean, if it takes you 3.5 minutes to sell me your product, you have a bad product, quite frankly. Thanks for the 10, but I'm not buying premium with it. I'll never do pay for fucking, fuck that. I don't mind watching an ad or something, but ads are supposed to be short. They're supposed to be like 30 seconds long or something. This is insane. It's insane. You couldn't even skip it. You couldn't do nothing. You had to sit there and watch a guy talk to himself in a car. No. Where's that guy that said there's did you see that? I gotta find that clip. Some fucking congressman or something. Listen to this crazy shit.
I'm Hunter. I'm here with Tommy Broyles, the sales manager at Hikes Point Paint and Wallpaper with Benjamin Moore. Now, Tommy, you all.
By the way, where's the energy? Where's the energy? You know why? Yeah, I mean, some ads are good. You watch them. I used to watch infomercials all the time at like 3 a.m. There'd be like infomercials. They don't even have that anymore, I don't think. You probably don't even know what the fuck that is, but that's like, there was a time when there was only like 7 or 8 TV channels. And like 3 a.m, they'd be playing infomercials. It would be some guy selling a product for like an hour, and he'd have a whole presentation and shit. And it used to be entertaining. People put some effort in it because they wanted you to watch it, try to buy the product. And the guy selling the product was entertaining. Was an entertaining guy. Was a likable guy you were watching. Now there's just 2 guys standing in what is this place? A paint store? Now, where's this store located? How am I going to get there?
Cool device here.
I can't skip this. 1 minute and 9 seconds.
A little more detail about that.
Well,
really, there's no way to skip it.
People always come in our store and they go, I picked this color, but it looks nothing like it did at my house.
This is a terrible ad. Can I just refresh? If I can refresh it and just play it, it's even dumber.
We have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV.
Hey, Smokey, pay $10 a month. You can skip that. Or I can just hit this button right here at the top. See this button right here? See this button right here? I can just click this and apparently skip right over the fucking thing. It don't even matter. Pay $10 a month. That's 2 meals. You want me to spend 2 meals on a fucking what exactly? Fuck that.
SUV over any city, over any state.
It's a gram of weed to just skip an ad? Y'all are high.
It's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources.
First of all, this guy is from fucking New Jersey. He's representing New Jersey. He's on the House Judiciary Committee. And he says there's a mothership off the East Coast full of fucking drones. Full of Iranian drones. Sending them in. Something's going on with this Iran stuff. I'm telling you, they got something planned here. Put Trump in a fucking protective box. Seen him at the stock exchange. What is going on? Get him in a box somewhere. Get him in a protective room surrounded by security. This is insane. They don't want that motherfucker in. We get closer every day. It's already December 12th. We're getting closer every day. We're almost a month away. They're going to get restless, all right? They're going to do something crazy. You got all kind, based on what evidence? I don't fucking know. He's shit he can't talk about, apparently.
Sources, I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could.
This ain't just some fucking guy. This is a guy he's in there. Rep for New Jersey. What is he, a senator in the House? What is he? Who is this fucking guy? What's his name? I'll Google him. He could be full of shit, but I mean, what the fuck? What kind of crazy? Who comes up with this crazy shit? What a lie to come up with. United States Representative, 71 years old. He don't even look 71 for real. Represents New Jersey's 2nd District since 2019. He's doubling down on it, too. Because the White House and the Pentagon came out and said, this motherfucker's nuts. He said, nah. Jeff Van Drew doubles down on claim that mysterious drones are coming from foreign mothership offshore. We're not being told the truth, he said. We need to watch this video. Well, let's finish this.
Would have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really.
By the way, if it's not our government, see, this is my problem with government right here. This is right here. Right here, shit like this. What's the purpose of a federal government? What should it do? Well, one thing it should do is deal with shit like this. There shouldn't be mysterious drones and planes and balloons flying over our country. The federal government, this big military that we spend all this money on. Well, one thing I expect to happen when I see shit like this is I expect them to shoot the shit down. I expect them to deal with it. Goddamn, we spend billions of fucking. I mean, damn. Homeland Security and all this shit. Like, where the fuck is it now? Where is it? They're like, we don't know what's going on. I don't believe that. I don't believe you don't know what's going on. You have no idea what's happening. There's no fucking way you don't know nothing. There's no way that these drones are just flying around. By the way, this is not just going on in New Jersey. There's tons of. I was looking at it last night. There's a bunch of videos from all over the country and like local news stations about shit like this. Drones flying over the town and shit. Now, is this just mass fucking hysteria? Like, some of these look like planes. I mean, it looks like a fucking plane. I go outside at night, I look up, there's all kinds of jets and shit flying over. I've never thought to say, oh, this is, what's going on here? And it kind of looks just like these. It's got like flashing lights on it and shit. I'm just like, that's a plane. I mean, is this like mass fucking hysteria? What is happening? And when I first saw all these videos coming out, I was like, well, a lot of these videos are fake. They're from years ago, and they're all community noted after a while if you go back and look at them. But then the government started talking about it. The news started talking about it. They're holding hearings on it. It's like, what the fuck? I thought this was all a bunch of shit. A bunch of fake internet shit. People freaking out about fake videos or videos from years ago, not even from New Jersey. This video's from some other place. And people don't fucking care. They don't fact check. No, they don't give a shit. They're just like, hey, whatever. Some guy said it's from New Jersey. I seen the video this morning. Just because you see something don't make it true. I mean, it takes time to put those community notes on. And by the time they get on, millions of people have seen it. And they're going around saying, I seen it this morning. They're flying all over the place. No, most of those videos got community noted. They're from fucking 2023, 2022. And not even from New Jersey. There's a ton of that. Go back. Bookmark these tweets and go back at 24 hours later. And they're all community noted. But this guy says a fucking mothership.
Glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable.
By the way, wasn't there a video that Iran put out where they were bragging about having a bunch of drones and shit? Didn't they put some threat? They made some threat to Trump. Remember that? Swear, and they had drones and shit.
They don't have the technology, but let's
Right, y'all go lay
pretend
down.
that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know
Fucking
that
Iron Dome, you
Iran
idiot.
made a deal with China to purchase drones,
Yeah, you're gonna put
motherships,
something like
and
that over this
technology
gigantic
in order to go
country. They don't.
forward.
That's the
The
thing. That's
sources
the
I
big secret. They can't protect you. There is no protection. Don't you understand that? See, I learned that a long time ago. I learned that as a child on 9/11. Like, these people can't protect us. If they can't protect you from anything, you're not protected from nothing. That's why lunatics could walk in the grocery store and shoot you, or the movie theater, or whatever. There ain't no fucking protection. These police and all this. There's no protection. A lot of times they're actually enticing the guy to do it. If you find out the FBI is like calling him up, going, "Hey man, you ought to shoot up that mall," Like, what the fuck? Hey, why don't you kidnap the governor? It's like, what? The fuck is this? Your tax dollars going to pay some guy to entice some guy to kill you. It's insane. It's insane. Don't tell me you don't need Elon Musk to go in there and start firing and shutting some of these departments down. You're out of your mind if you think otherwise. You're out of your mind if you think the FBI doesn't need to be completely reformed. And I mean, they are literally taking money from the taxpayers and funding agents to go out and entice people to commit terrorism. It's documented. It's not some secret. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's literally documented. It's a known fact. You just don't know nothing. That you're dumb. That's not nobody's problem but yours, that you're dumb. Nobody has time anymore to live under your dumb. I mean, you people are dumb, and we can't live our lives under your opinions because you're stupid, and you just, God, stop voting. Go sit down somewhere. We're done with you.
I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information. And again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this. Our government, and also certainly our hobbyists, don't. So think about it. It's not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall, and they're fueled, that explosion could kill people. I have to let you go, Congressman, but I'm so grateful for your time today.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
It's our drones. We're flying them over our shit. We're doing some testing or spying or whatever the fuck it is. Who knows why it's flying around? I was reading something about how they use drones for all kinds of things. Detect radiation, detect chemicals in the air. Who knows why they're flying these fucking drones around? But they're not going to tell you what it's about. And they're going to play retarded. Like they're going to get on us, they're going to be brought before Congress and they're going to be like, well, we have no idea what's going on. Like, what? First of all, it's not fucking aliens. So don't give me this, you don't know. Like, oh, this is some, oh my God, technology from another world. We don't know what to do. No. Some humans made this shit. It's flying around. Don't give me that. I mean, they're up to something. They're up to something. And they got everybody talking about it. Everyone's talking about the drones. They just keep they're really putting it out there in the media. They're really pushing this drone shit. I wonder why, though. They could easily just ignore something like this, like us people saying they see shit in the sky. Like, well, those people are crazy. They could, but they're focused on it, like they're pushing it. It's going on all over the place too. Apparently, it's over New York too. I've seen one in like Oregon or some shit. I put it in the Discord. And what about this?
I can tell that she has a great sense of humor, but she hasn't told me a joke
In 15
yet.
seconds.
Want a career as a pet psychic? We're not the school for you. Want a career-focused degree that's fast, flexible, and affordable? Apply now at post.edu. Post University.
Few things can change your life as much as an auto accident.
If you've been in a wreck, you need a real lawyer, not just a marketing gimmick.
You need an attorney that will handle your case as if you're one of the family.
You need Winton and Houston. Real lawyers, no gimmicks.
Welcome back. Mysterious drones continue to fly over New York and New Jersey with few answers coming from the Biden administration. How is it possible that the Pentagon doesn't know? I'm not buying it. Local government officials continue to evade answers as far as the origin of these drones. They're being compared to the Chinese spy balloon that flew across the entire country last year. Meanwhile, a Chinese citizen living in Los Angeles is under arrest this morning for allegedly using a drone to take images of Vandenberg Space Force Base in Santa Barbara County. Joining me now is Gatestone Institute senior fellow and the author of Plan Red, China's Project to Destroy America, Gordon Chang, back with us. Gordon, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What is your reaction to these drones? Do you think these drones are Chinese drones surveilling America?
These drones and this activity is too large, too well organized to be the work of lobbyists. And that sort of leaves foreign powers. And it could be Iran in connection with China. But clearly somebody is trying to absorb our attention. And Maria, the thing that really worries me is that if they're trying to draw our attention to these drones, the question is, what are they doing elsewhere in our country? So we could very well get hit. And by the way, I don't think that Chinese national should be put through the civilian justice system. This was a military violation. Person should be in a military brig because clearly the civilian system can't process these people properly and quickly enough, and we need to take them off the streets.
Well, I mean, this has been weeks. You know, at this point, it's really not right that the Pentagon has not given us more information as far as these drones are concerned. Of course, everyone's going to just start speculating. We need some real answers from the Pentagon to really understand what's going on. I mean, the fact that China is surveilling America is not a secret. Everyone knows that that the surveillance programs are in place, and they're once again around our military bases. But we're not getting any answers from anybody. Meanwhile, President-elect Trump reportedly inviting Chinese President Xi Jinping to attend his inauguration next month. This is according to CBS. Trump invited Xi back in early November, right after the election. This invitation comes as trade tensions intensify between the U.S. and China over proposed tariffs. The move would place a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican goods, plus an additional 10% tariff on imports from China. Xi Jinping has warned the U.S. against renewing a trade war, saying that there will be, quote, no winners. Chinese authorities are considering a weaker yuan heading into 2025. Beijing says it's even willing to plunge deeper into debt and use stimulus needed to counter Trump's plans, Gordon. So you've got a lot of conversations, economic conversations underway between China and the United States.
Going to go into deeper debt.
And yet it's all in the face of these surveillance programs in our face. Your thoughts on President Trump inviting Xi Jinping to the inauguration? And you don't know where Trump. Nobody knows where Trump is in terms of all of these issues. I mean, he's tough on things like tariffs, and then he invites you to the inauguration. I think that's all by design. What do you think?
It probably is. But remember, this is a Xi Jinping who deliberately spread COVID-19 beyond China's borders, killing 1.2 million Americans. This is a Xi Jinping who each year, with malice aforethought, kills 70,000 Americans with fentanyl. This is a Xi Jinping who runs a regime that steals $500 billion of U.S. intellectual property each year. This is a Xi Jinping who flew that spy balloon over our country last year, over our nuclear weapons sites. The question that I'd like to ask is, regardless of what Trump's strategy is, why should we invite such an individual to the inauguration?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. I mean, we haven't gotten a comment from President Trump on why he extended this invitation, but we know that China is ramping up its war on the United States. I mean, certainly semiconductors, he's taking aim at NVIDIA. Beijing launched an antitrust probe into the U.S. chip maker just 1 week after Washington curbed China's access to high-end semiconductors, Gordon. Look, they make chips in Taiwan. Is that why China is doing what it's doing? Your reaction?
Well, first of all, with the attack on NVIDIA, really this shows that there's no rule of law in China. They're just doing this in retaliation for what they don't like that Trump might do to them. So clearly, the Chinese, they complain about decoupling. Well, the point is that countries and companies are leaving China because of what China is doing. There is a sustained assault on American and other foreign companies. And these companies need to get out of there for many reasons. And one of them is that China is determined to destroy their businesses.
Yeah, and I think, people understand the CCP tactics. You wrote an op-ed this week where you say China is targeting Morocco to control the Mediterranean and global trade. Break that down for us, because I don't know that people understand the tactics used globally to corner markets that the CCP does.
Yeah, Morocco is a trade bridge connecting 3 continents. It has the only U.S. free trade agreement with an African nation. It is a member of the EU trade agreement and part of an African trade federation. So clearly it is very important for Xi Jinping, who needs to export more to the world. And he can do that by getting inside Morocco and thereby avoiding the tariffs that Trump is talking about imposing on Chinese goods that come directly from China. So Morocco is critically important for us. It is the first country in the world to extend diplomatic recognition to the U.S. Trump had great foreign policy in his first term in trying to work with Morocco. So I think that we can counter what China is doing. But the other thing is that Xi Jinping is in Morocco because he wants to help Iran close off the Mediterranean Sea, and we should not be allowing him to do that. So I hope that Trump puts Morocco at the top of the agenda in his first term.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll see how this relationship plays out. But most people, including Christopher Wray, who's now resigning, will tell you that China is our #1 adversary. I think Trump knows that, and that first dinner that he had with Xi Jinping years ago at Mar-a-Lago, he dropped that news that they were sending 13 strikes to Syria, and that was also by design. He did it during dinner and chocolate cake, so maybe that's also part of his thinking in terms of inviting Xi to the inauguration. Starting soft and nice, but then dropping the news of sanctions or more tariffs.
Well, you mentioned Syria, and in the Middle East, the perception is that Trump really is trying to make nice to both the Russians and the Chinese because he wants to make a deal instead of confronting them. And it's not playing very well in the region. So I hope that the region's got this wrong. But we've got a problem in the Middle East because of Trump's outreach to China and Russia.
All right. We will be watching that angle for sure. Gordon, thank you. Gordon Chang joining us.
Well, who knows? Oh yeah, it was in Oregon. Let me find it. I think it's this right here.
Hey, Center, Horizon 2207. Got time for a question?
Horizon Air 2207, go ahead.
Hey, just wondering if you have any aircraft at our 10 o'clock, looks out over the coast that you're aware of. Kind of some interesting looking lights out there. Not satellites, but maybe aircraft.
How far out? Because I do have an aircraft that you're 10 to 9 o'clock and about 120 miles out.
Possibly, yeah. It looks like at least 4, though. Something's flying. It's not satellites because they're changing direction. It's strange looking. I've seen this a few times over the last month in the same area.
Horizon Air 2207, Roger. How far out at your 10 o'clock and are they at a similar altitude as you?
It's really hard to tell. They seem quite far and probably the same altitude or higher.
Roger. Thanks for the report.
Thank you.
Seattle Center, yeah, 1596.
1596, bud.
Is there any military activity out straight ahead of us?
1596, no, we're not seeing anything. I had another one report at like 30,000 feet in the Eugene area. We're not sure what it is.
Yeah, there's lots of movement out there.
1596, yeah, they're looking into it.
Thanks.
And where is that at for 661 Lima Fox?
661 Lima Foxtrot, okay, bye. You know, to 1596, does it still look like it's in the Eugene area?
Yeah, just straight west of Eugene. I mean, we're seeing 3 or 4 targets. You know, they're all altitudes, up and down. It's pretty crazy.
You know, 1596, does it look like it's about at your altitude at level 260?
There was some at 30 probably. I mean, they're shooting way up. We'd say maybe up to the 50s, it looks like.
1596, thanks. Medevac 1 Lima Fox, did you copy?
Yeah, I heard it. We'll be looking. 661 Lima Fox.
Thanks, dude. I got a whole way in.
This is 2207, thanks. Alaska 835, do you see any lights or aircraft movement out here at like 3 o'clock there? I have a couple aircraft reporting it. Alaska 835, Roger, thank you. And you can contact Seattle Center 125.8 today. Medevac 1 Lima Fox, Cedric North Bend Airport.
Check North Bend Airport. And is there traffic actually out about our 2 to 3 o'clock, about, I don't know, 20, 30 miles?
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, no, is that the 4 different lights going up and down? I'm getting a few reports, but you're seeing it right in front of you now too as well?
It's 2 to 3 o'clock off, about 2 to 3 o'clock from our position. Looks about 20 miles going in circles.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, yeah, we're not seeing anything, getting lots of different reports out there, some at 30, some all the way up to 50,000, about 3 or 4 different lights. Does it look like they're around your altitude now?
No, there's one way up high and one about my altitude. Moving in like a circle, like a corkscrew pattern.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, Roger. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, just looking into this a little bit more. Could you give me another more accurate report, please?
All right, I'm visually have eyes on what looks like an aircraft strobe that's at my 2 o'clock and 22 miles at my altitude. I'm actually showing him on PCAS. Do you see that one?
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, I do not. Descendant pilot discretion maintain 14000.
Maintain 14000, Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot. He looks like he's moving towards, it looks like it's moving towards the north. Like I said, 22 and a half miles off my right wing. Medevac 661 Lima Fox.
Medevac 1 Lima Fox, thank you.
And center, Medevac 661 Lima Fox.
Medevac 1 Lima Fox, go ahead.
Just had another one show up about my 1 o'clock, about 1,000 feet high, zipping towards us and then back out towards the ocean. It's red in color, moving at extreme speeds. I don't even know how to describe how fast he's moving. 661 Lima Fox.
Medevac 1 Lima Fox, roger. You are cleared to maneuver as necessary, left and right, to avoid the UFO out there, and all the reports you've given us are good information. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep.
Medevac 1 Lima Fox, any chance you're able to film any of that?
We're trying right now. 1 Lima Foxtrot. It's weird. It's a red circular shape, and it keeps zipping out towards the ocean and then coming back in about, 20 miles or closer to us, and then it zips back out of the ocean and we can't see it. 1 Lima Fox.
Thank you. Medevac 4 Lima Fox, you can expect it.
Say again for 1 Lima Fox.
Number 4 Lima Fox, I said you can expect that approach. Thank you. Dow's altimeter is 3017. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot. Any chance I can throw you my number, and if you get a video of or a picture, you can send it our way. There's a lot of controllers here pretty interested in seeing what you're looking at there.
Yeah, let me get a piece of paper real quick. Hang on 1 second. All right, 1 Lima Fox, I'm ready.
All right, 1 Lima Foxtrot, area code 42555.
All right, 42555. I have my med crew in the back trying to film it too. They're watching the same thing I'm watching up here.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, appreciate it. And name is, if you want to just shoot me a text, picture, photo, whatever you got. So we're all pretty curious.
Will do. 1 Lima Fox.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000.
Pilot discretion 10,000. 1 Lima Fox.
Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot. You can, I let the next controller know of what's going on there. And again, you are free to move left or right as necessary. You can contact them on 127.55. Any updates would be appreciated.
All right, you said you want me to switch to 12755 for 1 Lima Fox?
Affirmative.
And center Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot. Pass along what's going on off to the right of my aircraft. It's still continuing. It's a red, we're only seeing one. It's a red circle-shaped object that's zipping out over towards the ocean. It disappears for a little bit, and then it zips back in about 20 miles from us off the right side of the aircraft. Been picking it up on PCAS. Comes back in, and then it zips back out over the ocean at a rapid rate of speed, faster than anything I've ever seen move. 1 Lima Fox. I'm trying to get a video of it.
Coast Guard 606 Tree, just north of Newport. You monitoring frequency? Coast Guard 606 Tree, just north of Newport. You on frequency?
Oh, it's North Bend, reporting a quarter now. I think we're going to have to return to Aurora for Medevac 661 Lima Fox. Cleared via direct Medevac 661 Lima Fox. 125.8 Medevac 661 Lima Fox. Seattle Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot, 14,000 heading 330 just for a couple minutes away.
Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot, Sales Center, welcome back. Salem altimeter 3028, you are cleared to maneuver however you like. One able, proceed direct to Aurora State and advise.
Alright, one able, direct Aurora State, and we'll let you know when we're direct to Aurora, Medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot. For an update on that thing, it keeps zipping in to just barely over Florence and then back out over the ocean.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, thank you. Yeah, we have a Coast Guard helicopter that's heading down that way. They're just southwest of Newport now. I'm trying to get a hold of them, but no joy, unfortunately.
Roger that. It's definitely higher than the Coast Guard helicopter. I'm sure they're pretty low, aren't they?
Yeah, they're down around 600 feet, but they are just off the coast. I was hoping they could see anything. I don't know if there's cloud cover, though. Flight Flights 1 Lima Foxtrot. Any chance you want to hit that guard or that Coast Guard there on guard? Our transmitters probably can't reach them that low, but you should have a pretty good line of sight. Coast Guard 606 Tree. Coast Guard 606 Tree. If you just want to hit them on 121.5 there and have them try to come up our frequency just for some questions.
All right, I'll try to get them. Coast Guard 6063. That's what you said?
Affirmative.
Coast Guard 6063, this is medevac aircraft 661, Lima Foxtrot, how do you hear? Coast Guard on guard frequency, this is medevac 661, Lima Foxtrot, how do you hear? Coast Guard 6063 on guard on 1215, medevac 661, Lima Foxtrot, how do you hear?
Coast Guard calling Seattle Center, actually looking for the medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot, that medevac is on 125.8.
And Center, medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot, couldn't reach him on guard.
Okay, thank you for trying to station call. Coast Guard 6063.
Coast Guard, this is medevac 661 Lima Foxtrot. Seattle would like to talk to you on 125.8. That's frequency 125.8. Seattle Center has a couple questions for you.
Seattle Center 125.8.
Alright, Seattle just got a hold of Center. Going to contact you on 25.8. This is medevac 661 Lima Fox.
Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, appreciate the report. Coast Guard 6063, Seattle, how do you hear? Hey, I got you 5x5 as well. I know you guys are probably on search and rescue out there. I just wanted to give you a report up ahead, about 20 miles. There's been several reports now of UFO activity moving what appears to be supersonic speed, kind of inland and then back over the water. We've had multiple altitude reports all the way down to about 14,000 up to flight level 550. I was just wondering if you had any eyes on that out there, if you saw anything. Coast Guard 6063, Roger. Thanks for the reports, and yeah, you can switch back to your frequency if you do happen to see anything out there that looks a little suspicious. It's been reported red and circular, moving really, really fast. If you see that, if you could just come back up on this frequency and let us know, I'd appreciate it. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, I appreciate the report. And if I didn't give it to you earlier, Salem altimeter 3028, descent pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000.
Pilot's discretion 10,000, 3028 on the meter, and my med crew said they got some good videos they're going to send to me. We'll get over to you guys, 661 Lima Fox.
Can't wait. Plus 1100, unusual report for you. That's a multiple UFO reports. Most recent one was 50 miles west of your position over the coast. Circular, red and white. We've had reports of it at 14,000, and then it'll shoot up as high as flight level 550 is the highest report, in kind of a corkscrew pattern, moving at what appears to be supersonic or even hypersonic speed. So if you can look out that way and just let us know if you see anything, or if it's, whatever you see, we'd appreciate a report.
Yeah, of course, we'll look west, Alaska 1100, thanks.
Yeah, we got time for a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you get such an accurate description? Was that from another air crew that reported all that?
So we actually had a medevac Pilatus that was southbound, and it appeared to, it was out over the ocean, and then it came and buzzed them about 20 miles away, same altitude, and then shot back out over the water at a very, very, very fast speed. And then we also had a aircraft in high altitude that was, I believe, at 39,000, and it just shot up past him and in front of him and went way up and then kind of corkscrewed back down. And again, very, very fast. So we're trying to figure out what it is. We don't have anything on our radar, not even a little primary target for it.
Wow, thanks for sharing.
Yep. Medevac 1 Lima Foxtrot, appreciate all the reports. You can contact Portland Approach now on 118.1, that's 18.1. Have a good night.
118.1, we'll send you the videos on the land.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Center Horizon 2065. Just want to verify, is there UFOs out there tonight?
President 2065, yep, had quite a few of them now out over the coast. Trying to figure it out. Thankfully, we have a Pilatus. I gave him my number earlier and just going to send us some photos and videos because we're all pretty curious. But yeah, a little unidentified flying object appearing to move at hypersonic speeds and just with precision and turning, and yeah, we're all a little perplexed. We don't see anything on our end.
Oh, that's awesome. Is there any way you can share those photos and videos as well?
I'm talking to my supervisor, seeing what we can look at. President 2065, you can actually grab the number there from Redmond Tower. I just forwarded it to them, and yeah, you can shoot me a text, and whenever I get those photos, I'll send them out to you. And I have no idea what to expect, but we're all pretty curious here.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I will definitely do that.
Alaska 1100, contact Portland Approach 118.1.
18.1, hope we all figure that out, Alaska 1100.
Yeah, me too.
Good God. Doesn't sound like any radio signal I've heard. Maybe it's a voice.
We're being fucking invaded. Fucking drones and shit. We're under attack. Right there, look, invaded. We're under attack.
Store closes in 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts. Jackpot. That's the one.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
JJ1. Hey, I made my family disappear. Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting there having the best night of my life. Oh, what's this?
It's a beaut, Jade. It's a beaut.
Get in the car, boy.
When holiday shopping ends, Disney Plus streaming begins.
This is some of the video as mysterious drones have been reported flying over parts of New Jersey. All of this happening in recent weeks. A state lawmaker briefed by the Department of Homeland Security saying the drones appear to be able to avoid detection by traditional methods like helicopter and radio. Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia posting on X that the drones are up to 6 feet in diameter and sometimes travel with their lights off. The Morris County, New Jersey Republican was among several state and local lawmakers who met with state police and Homeland Security officials to talk about the sightings. While federal officials have said they are investigating, they say there does not appear to be any danger to the public, but cannot explain what those are. I do want to talk more about some of those sightings that have been reported here, so let's head over to Morris County, New Jersey. That is where we have Mike Fondiller joining us live. Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and share your experience and your sightings there.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, can you explain to me what you and your stepdaughter saw? And I do want to show some of the video that you all shot here as you describe what you were seeing.
So we've seen them in a couple of different locations. The two videos that I've sent to you, one was in Randolph, New Jersey. Had two drones. They were more of the, they kind of almost looked like the hobbyist style, except on a much bigger scale. Flying very slow, headed over towards a county college. My daughter, on the other hand, she was in Lake Opakon and with my wife saw a number of them over the lake. They're moving very slow. They're very big, way bigger than any kind of hobbyist would have. They are much lower and they travel at a speed that basically a small aircraft wouldn't be able to achieve.
Any idea what they could be? It sounds like folks have been seeing these for weeks and just really don't know.
It's really hard to say. Looking at them, I would assume that they have to be some sort of a military base. Just looking at the tech that's on them, no way a standard person or hobbyist would be able to afford these things. It's just very hard to tell because they're going out at night. They're going in dark areas. They do have their lights on, so you know that they're there. But anytime any kind of big airplane comes near them, they go dark, and it becomes a very big hazard. You don't know where they've disappeared to, and they could crash into something.
Tell me about when you first saw them overall. Did you know what was going on? And as you continue to see them, are you concerned in any way? Because federal officials have said that there's no danger to the public, but they're also not releasing what they even think they are.
So first seeing them, of course, I thought it was almost a big joke, online. And then I turned my head and you see that they're out there. They're flying very, very low and very well in eyesight of the public. It's very upsetting. The government isn't telling us anything. They're saying that these things aren't a danger to us, but how can you know if we don't know where they are, where they're coming from, and who's sending them?
What do you want to see happen? I imagine that you want the government to come out and provide more details, but what exactly do you want to see happen here?
We need to get them at least one down and see exactly where this is coming from. I've heard reports of people saying that they're from Amazon, from Walmart, but I'm sure if it was a big corporation like that, by now they would have told somebody because they wouldn't want the backlash of sending these things out without telling the public. The fact that they keep telling us these things aren't a danger, but we don't know what they are, isn't answering any questions to us. We need to get one down, see where it's coming from, and see who's responsible for them.
Are you surprised at the national attention this is getting? Because it's not just in New Jersey, it's not just that general part of the country, but you actually have people all over the country who are sharing these videos and trying to figure out exactly what this could be.
I mean, everybody has the right to be upset about this. Our airspace is being invaded. And until we know it's us or if it's another government, we need to know the answer, and we need to know it now. It's a nightly report that we hear from our governor, our mayors, saying that these things aren't a big deal, that we're going to be safe. They're following our power grids. They're going over Picatinny, which is a giant military base here in New Jersey. If I had a personal drone and I sent something out like that, I know the FBI would be knocking on my door the next morning.
All right. Mike, thank you so much for joining us to share your experience and really your family's experience. I also wanted to ask, are folks in your community sharing information with you as well? As you mentioned, these sightings have been happening for a while. So what are you kind of hearing from maybe your neighbors and community members?
A lot of it is just speculation right now. They're going over farms in my local area. They're going over the power lines, the grids, police stations. We don't know what they're doing. It's very deliberate. You can tell where they're headed, what they're doing, what they're scanning. I don't know exactly. But I've also heard a lot of different reports where people saying that they're having Wi-Fi issues, clocks. I haven't experienced that myself. But who knows what they're fully capable of.
All right. Mike, thank you again for taking the time to join us here. Anything else that you want to add before I let you go?
No, we just want the answers because I'm tired of looking at my daughter and her asking me, where are these things coming from? And not being able to give her any more answer than anybody else.
And so many families telling us the same thing. Thank you again for being here with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you're fucked. See, everyone's talking about CBS.
They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow.
You're joining me by squinting at your screen right now, and you're seeing what I'm seeing. Sort of a twinkling light in the sky. Well, these are just a few of the dozens of mysterious drones spotted circling above New Jersey. Now, the FBI is investigating. Governor Phil Murphy says the drones are hard to track because, quote, the minute you get your eyes on them, they go dark. CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hansen joins us now. Tom, what do we know about these drones and where they came from as we squint to see what they are and then they disappear and go dark?
Yeah, those are some really eye-opening videos that we're seeing come out on social media. You know, these drones vary in shape and size, and while we don't know much about where they come from or what, if any, risk they pose, what we do know is that they have a lot of people talking in this community, Mendham, New Jersey. And I actually want to bring in a barista at Simple Coffee. A lot of people are coming in here. His name is John, and they're telling him what they're seeing. And John, in fact, has seen these drones himself as well. So, John, what are people saying here?
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. I know in my own personal experience, I was driving home from a friend's house, passing by Flanders Valley Golf Course, and I saw a drone that looked like the size of a small car, just hovering right above the golf course. And I tried to get a picture of it, but you know how it is, the lights, it's kind of hard to get a true image out of it. But it's honestly kind of been a little comical too, as well, because people come in here with all their conspiracies and all their own ideas of what could be happening, and it is nice in a coffee shop environment to talk about it. And
so you were telling me that some of these drones are as large as a car, some are as small as the more conventional drones. What do they sound like, and what are they moving like when you do see them?
See, sometimes it's hard to really get a true idea of what they sound like, because some of them are very high up, looks like 10,000 feet, and then others could be around 500 feet. So the larger ones, I have seen stories and I have heard that it could sound like a helicopter, while the small ones, when they're high up, you can't really hear anything at all.
Yeah, and then what are people saying? Are people concerned? Are they fascinated? What's the general sense you're getting from people who are coming into your coffee shop?
I would say probably a mixture of fascination and concern. I feel as if definitely the older generation is more concerned with their privacy and all that, but I'm more fascinated by it. I like listening to the conspiracies. I've heard everything from Russian spies to an alien invasion, so it's been fun to listen.
Yeah, and one thing we know for certain is that people are certainly talking about this. Speaking of those concerns, we do know that a number of mayors across the state of New Jersey are in a closed-door meeting right now, trying to address and get to the bottom of what exactly they should be doing in response to these drones. We have heard over the past few days that these drones are not posing a security threat to local communities, although that has not done much to ease concerns amongst the residents all throughout New Jersey, Staten Island, and New York, Reed.
And Tom, are these seen in any proximity to any sort of high priority sites for the United States?
Yeah, well, I mean, Mendham, New Jersey is a perfect example of that. We are just 15 minutes from Donald Trump's national golf course. We are also very close to a military base where these drones have been seen time and time again. We're told that these drones are often popping up right around dusk in the dark. And then by the time people pick up their phones to document them, they're gone. And so it's largely a mystery still. Hopefully we'll get some answers in the coming days. Reed.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
It's the million-dollar question baffling New Jersey residents looking skyward.
They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow.
Since last month, dozens of drones mysteriously hovering in the skies at night. Near Morris County, the FAA has now ordered 2 temporary flight restrictions prohibiting drones over this military base and Trump National Golf Club after receiving reports of unexplained activity. Today, Homeland Security and state police met with some New Jersey officials, including Mayor Jim Maley.
I truly don't believe they have any idea where the drones are coming from.
Many still have questions, including Congressman Jeff Van Drew, who says individuals with high security clearance have a theory about where the drones come from.
Their concern is that a mothership has left from Iran weeks ago, coinciding about the time somewhere along the area of the United States. It doesn't mean they're right off the coast.
But in a briefing today, Pentagon officials dismissed the claim outright.
We have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary.
In Mendham, New Jersey, Olivia DiMattio's coffee shop is right near the sensitive locations where the drones have been spotted.
How big are these things? You know, are they different sizes?
They are the size of small cars, like almost like a Mini Cooper or a Ford Escape size. So it's not something that a kid is buying off of Amazon and flying around as a prank. Like, it's way, way past that.
And we're here in front of Picatinny Arsenal. It provides munitions products for all branches of the U.S. military. It's also one of those sensitive sites that these drones have flown close to. And Nora, both lawmakers we spoke to today say one of these drones needs to be taken down safely so they can get some answers.
The mystery deepens. All right, Tom Hansen, thank you very much.
There's one. The plane went off in the distance. One, where's the other guys? Oh, here. Here's the other one, right over the library. They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow. So that's 2, 3. See how low they are? They go right below the tree line. This one's just coming up over. Where's that other one? So you can see how low they are. It's like right above the trees. I think I counted about 3. Here comes another one. They seem to also like follow each other. They go in the same direction. Look. Here's another one, also very low. I really apologize. The quality on this phone is terrible. But you can see how low they are. Can't hear a thing. The only thing you can hear is 287 in the background, but...
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
Get your camera out for this one.
I am.
Because this is not a plane. Or, no, there's...
No, because it wouldn't be this low in our neighborhood.
Or if it... It's,
No. Then you can see them like...
Jen.
Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time, aware of those drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but, at no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones or U.S. military drones?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
Representative Jeff Van Drew, who is a Republican from New Jersey, was just on the air saying that Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones, and that mothership is off the coast of the east coast of the United States. Is there any truth to that?
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
We want to update you on a story we've been following. Those drones that have been spotted over New Jersey in recent weeks, the Pentagon weighed in yesterday saying they don't appear to be coming from overseas, but many state and local officials are on high alert. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Tom Hansen, who's here in Studio 55 with us live in person, because you're usually traveling all around the country reporting. So let's talk about these drones. What are some of the leads about where they might be coming from?
Yeah, well, it's really anyone's guess at this point, Vlad. It's still a mystery. There's a lot of speculation out there, and that fosters an environment for a lot of rumors. One Republican Congressman, Jeff Van Drew, we spoke to yesterday, he has been pushing these claims that these drones could be linked to Iran, could be being launched off of some kind of mothership off the coast or in the middle of the ocean. Now, we asked him what, if any, concrete evidence he has for that. He didn't put any forward. The Pentagon, as you mentioned, denied those claims outright. And so this is still very much a mystery. A lot of frustration around the lack of answers as well. There was a closed-door meeting yesterday amongst mayors across the state of New Jersey. One mayor who we spoke to as well, also told me that the contents of that meeting could have been wrapped up in an email. So they walked out of there with no answers, and we're still looking for clues as to where and who is sending these drones.
So interesting. I thought the best part of your piece from the evening news last night was when you spoke to a woman who owned like a shop or something, and she described the size of these drones. Because when I first started seeing this story, I just thought to myself, well, there are drones flying all over the place all the time. But she seemed to indicate that they were quite large.
Oh, yeah. She said that they were the size of a small car. They were flying at least 1,000 feet above the ground, and they were still visible. Now, these drones are coming out at night. They're being spotted at night, at least. And that's because of all the lights that are attached to them, which are red, green, and gold, according to people that we've interviewed. So the way that she characterized it was this was not some instance where some kids bought drones on Amazon and are flying them around to wreak havoc, that this is something much larger than that. But still, a lot to be seen here. One thing that we can say is that all the officials we've spoken to are urging the government to safely take down one of these drones, if that's even possible, to get some answers.
So your live shot yesterday was in front of a particular location, because if you're watching this broadcast and you're somewhere else in the country, you're like, why Jersey? Yeah. Where were you last night broadcasting from to wrap up your piece?
Picatinny Arsenal, which is a military base that is responsible for manufacturing munitions that go out to every branch of the U.S. military. And so that's one of the concerns here. These drones are not just flying aimlessly. They are being spotted precariously close to sensitive government sites, and that has people on edge.
All right, Tom Hansen for us here in studio. Appreciate it, Tom, as always. Thank you.
Listen, paying